Senator Rand Paul now opening up about his attack outside of his home, in the state of Kentucky. And our Fox News medical correspondent, Dr. Mark Siegel, sat down with the senator for his first on-camera interview. How you doing? Good morning to you. What happened?
Bill, it's a lot worse than anyone ever thought. And you wonder, he got 3 displaced ribs, 6 rib fractures total. He developed pneumonia. He couldn't breathe well at night. How could this possibly happen? And you asked me this before. Guy was running down a hill. Let's watch. How come 6 ribs got broken?
Completely unaware. He was running full speed down a hill, which you can run pretty fast down a hill. He spears me in the back, and they either broken then, or as I hit the ground, his shoulder probably plows into me as I hit the ground. But it was on impact, either the initial impact or as we probably went through the air 10 or 12 feet and then hit the ground again.
10 or 12 feet he flew in the air. He called it like an NFL spearing injury, Bill, which is now illegal in the NFL. You can't even hit an NFL football player from behind like that.
Why? What's the answer?
Well, he says he doesn't believe anything the media is saying because they have hardly talked. He hasn't talked to the guy in 10 years.
Neighbor.
It's not, yes, it's not about lawn or clippings. He thinks it's political. He thinks that it's some hatred of Donald Trump or some hatred of his Obamacare positions or a personal animus, not what the media is trying to
There
pretend.
could be a criminal case on this, too.
Feud on this.
How's he doing? Is he okay?
Much better now. He's breathing better now. He's using breathing machines. The pain is going down. He hasn't used opioids. He's slowly recovering, and he's back in the Senate.
We wish him the best. Now, meanwhile, he's back in Washington for a reason. What's he going to do in this tax bill? Is he a yes or a no?
Well, he's a yes, but he said something very interesting to me. He doesn't like getting rid of the deductibles. He says in Tennessee, there's a 7% state tax. In Kentucky, there's a 7% state tax in many parts of Kentucky. And if you get rid of those deductibles, he says the middle class will be paying a higher rate than they're paying now. He wants the deductibles put back in. Take a look. If we get rid of the deductibles, isn't the overall tax rate for the middle class going to go up?
I've been alarmed all along about this, and I'm still pushing them to make sure we keep some of those deductions. But the other thing I've been trying to tell people, and I'll tell this to anybody, the top 1% pay most of the income tax. The top 1% pay about 40% of the income tax. And if we make this about class warfare, we're just buying into what Marx and Stalin and all the communists said all along, that they were pitting people against each other.
Bill, he likes $1.5 trillion saved over 10 years. He wrote about that on FoxNews.com. But he says that he's a deficit hawk at the same time. He wants spending to go down. And again, he's concerned for Kentucky. He wants the tax rate to be such that the middle class is protected.
That piece at .com said he's a yes for now, unless the language changes.
He's a yes, and he likes that the individual mandate is taken out.
Thank you, Mark. Good interview.
Good to see you.
Dr. Mark
Thank you.
Siegel. Thanks. Sandra.